local juice stores here in town, and I bought all these different ginger, turmeric, and walnut shots. Now, they range anywhere from $3.69 all the way to $4.05. And to be honest with you, they all suck. Why? Because they do not have anywhere near the wonderful ingredients of the TruLean Wellness Shot. First of all, to build your immune system and keep your immune system strong, TruLean Wellness Shot is packed with vitamin C, vitamin D, and zinc. And also to help you fight off inflammation, it is packed with turmeric, ginger, and black pepper. And to keep you hydrated, TruLean Wellness Shots have sodium, potassium, and magnesium. This is the ultimate morning supplement. Just take one packet, pour it in 4 ounces of water, and shoot it, and you're good to go. Best of all, $1.69 per packet instead of twice the price of those other inferior ones. I want you to get 50% off your first 30-day supply. So go to TruLean.com, use my name, Bedros, and you can get 50% off plus free shipping.
Can you get me a discount on your TRT, Bedros? Wellness shots and TRT. Yeah. I'm gonna have some homemade bread and pizza. But first, I have to ask ChatGPT something. I want to get my guitar to sound like the bassist from the band Buried Alive. I don't have a fancy amp, but the amp I have has bass, middle, treble equalizer. It also has chorus, flanger, phaser, and tremolo, plus delay and reverb, gain, volume, and a knob that has Brit Combo, Black Panel, Tweed, Classic, Metal, and R Fire. Is there a combination of these settings that will give me a kind of djent sound, a heavy metal sound that's kind of like chugga chugga or gent, DJENT? Here's how to set up your amp. Okay. Start with metal or R Fire. Set the gain to around 7 or 8. 7 to 9. Oh, it says don't get muddy. We'll go 7. Equalizer. 6 to 8 for bass. 3 to 5 for middle. 6 to 8 for treble. Effects, turn them off. Delay and reverb, subtle. Volume, pickup. Use the bridge guitar, big pickup, palm muting. Contour presence. Nope, that's it. I'm not gonna play, I just wanted to see if I could get that going. Alright, what's up, Apostle? Bam, 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 there it is. Bam, 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 bam. distortion. All right. So, obviously, I'm not a good guitar player, but you know who is? The couple in the band Buried Alive. And now I will play it for you while I prepare my meal. What's up, Jess? Happy New Year to you. Homemade sauerkraut. Hey, Rose. What's up, girl? Guess I can unplug. I'm gonna like my pants? They're martial arts pants that I sewed a bandana on. Dance with me, Rose. I don't want to dance with Jess. Okay, we got some homemade sauerkraut. What was the song you wanted to hear yesterday? I forgot. Jaylene, what's up, Jaylene? If I'm going to Toronto? This is my famous hand. Oh, you're in the office, huh? Send me a picture. I want to see you all cute at your desk in your business suit, not your birthday suit. Not yet. I got another tray here somewhere. There it is. Oh, see? 2 different batches. Thanks for streaming. Thank me later. Don't let me disappear to the voice in the shadow. I don't know what the lyrics are. This one is cracked, so I might just have to eat it. Whoops, it really cracked now. Dang. Didn't do that on purpose. I'm practicing taking small bites, chewing completely, counting to 3 Mississippi, and then either eating more small bites or speaking. Just FYI, if you see me doing something weird, that's what I'm working on. What am I making? What am I making? Sammy B. These I've made probably many times on the stream even. But essentially it's a dehydrated bread, flatbread, or a cracker, depending on how thick I spread it. And it's primarily made from pumpkin seeds and flax. What's up, JC? JC from Longos? Where you from, JC? You know me from YouTube or from the hood? I know a JC. And I'm practicing taking small bites, chewing completely, swallowing and counting to 3 Mississippi before deciding if I'm going to take another bite or speak. I can tell you cleaned your throat. Oh, you mean when I did my extended fasting last week? You think I cleaned out my throat a little bit? Interesting. Kathy messaged me like a week ago just saying, you know, hi. So I didn't respond. I'm an asshole. I just don't want it to get to that point again. If she has a question, I'll answer it. But if she's just going to say hi and expect me to start up a conversation, that's not going to happen. I'm just trying to keep it professional. I mean, boy, because of it. I don't know what you're saying. I don't know what you're saying, John. Great job in your fasting. That takes discipline. Kind of. You know, when you're left with no options, JC, you just do what you got to do. I'm sure you know what that's like. You know? I think Tony Robbins calls it burn the boats. But it's a health issue for me, so. But thank you. I appreciate it. I do have discipline. Don't get me wrong. I also have a ceramic knife that I use for cutting sushi. And when I say sushi, I mean the rice recipe, which I make out of millet. But it's so sharp that I only use it for that particular purpose. And sometimes tomatoes, which I'm going to do now because I want to cut them very thin. only got 3 tomatoes because they're $4.99 a pound. And I got 30 pieces of bread here. That I'm going to try to turn into pizzas. So I'm doing this really thin as I can. And while I do this, I'm going to talk about why I'm eating in the middle of the day and why that's a major focus on the program that I do, different from other programs. Why do we eat in the middle of the day mostly between 2 and 3 p.m.? And why do we do the olive oil and lemon liver flush at that time? It's something called an ultradian cycle. Ultradian means it happens once a day. Pretty sure circadian means it happens multiple times a day. Let's just ask ChatGPT to be sure. ChatGPT Rose. No, I'm just kidding. That was a Diddy joke. Oh. Diddy joke, huh? Okay then. No Diddy. What's the difference between ultradian and circadian? The difference between ultradian and circadian lies in the duration of the cycles. Circadian is biological rhythms that follow a 24-hour cycle aligned with day and night. Example, sleep, wake, hormone secretion, body temperature regulation, controlled by the brain in response to light exposure. Ultradian, biological rhythms that occur more frequently than once a day, with cycles shorter than 24 hours. Okay, so I was mixed. Hunger and digestion cycles. Okay. So you have something that's like a high tide. That peaks. So you have your, which way is the beginning for you guys over here, right? You have your low tide, you wake up. You don't need to eat right away. You don't need to refuel. You didn't do anything. All you did was sleep. But people have low blood sugar, so they need to eat right away because they don't feel good. If the stomach stays empty, they're gonna feel the ulcers, so they gotta just eat right away. Best thing to do is tea. Okay. Noon, you get a little bit of digestive power. 3 p.m., 6 p.m., same as noon, and that's it. Don't eat after 6 p.m. Hello? Anybody there? My brother convinced me to get a psychiatric evaluation because I might be able to get money for being schizo. So I'm answering phone calls of numbers that I don't recognize because over the weekend I left messages. I already have one appointment, but it's not till late January. So if I can get a different one with a different doctor, I'd like to do like the telehealth. Not that I'm going to take any drugs, you know, I'm all natural, but if I get that diagnosis, there might be something that they could do. So anyway, high tide for the liver is between 2 and 3 p.m. And that's when it's supposed to release bile. Take you over here to the diagram so you can see. The liver's like a kitchen sponge. All the blood goes into the liver. The liver filters out all the gook and stores it in the bile bladder until between 2 and 3 p.m. You have that release of bile into where the small intestine, where the stomach empties into the small intestine. You also have the pancreas here. Where's the pancreas? I think it's
It's somewhere over here. The pancreas has stones too, but we flush it all out, and
You're gonna see more of the program, but Justine was asking me about a menu she's putting together, and I'm also putting together my book. So it's just a topic of conversation. I was gonna eat anyway, but I just wanted you to know that your digestion peaks at 3 p.m. So all this intermittent fasting stuff, it works on these principles. When you wake up in the morning, guys, don't drink coffee because your cortisol isn't built up enough. You're not gonna have any dump. The caffeine dumps the cortisol. So you gotta wait like 2 hours before you wake up to have any effect. Otherwise, it's just the other elements of the coffee that's giving you the stimulation, like the sugar and the milk. Have some tea. Have a nice herbal tea when you wake up. Those tomatoes are starving for oil and sea salt. What's up, Robbie? Yeah, I'm gonna put the slices two per pizza. I also got some onions, and I also got some cabbage and garlic that I'm gonna really mince really fine. You love seeing me eat, Rose? Okay, stay tuned. I'll eat. I'll eat like a fat boy, actually. How about that? There's no olive oil though, Robbie, in this recipe. There is fat in the bread. There's pumpkin seeds in the bread. That's fat. I count that as olive oil. If you really need it, I can drizzle some on top. We'll leave it up to the chat, or if you want to text me. But definitely salt. Definitely salt's gonna go on there. Little sprinkle, I'll do like the Salt Bay. Like I said, I got garlic. And spicy red cabbage, which I'm gonna mince them together. Yes, Dino Pizza, you got it, Rick. Basically. Let's see how thin I could slice these. Guys, Robbie texted me. My number is listed on the description of this channel. If you ever have any questions about recipes or health related topics, feel free. I'm transitioning to online coaching, so I want to get testimonials. Please let me help you if you have a goal. Rose in the chat was asking me about booty building. I turned her on to the LA booty builder who works with all the models who want to stay skinny but they want to build their butt because it's marketable even for Victoria's Secret models. You know, whatever, health, fitness, whatever kind of coaching, martial arts, chef. You're interested in anything I'm about? Hit me up. My email and my phone number is right there. Ooh, these onions though, I'm gonna cry. Damn it! Rest in peace for our fallen onion brother. Rose is the type of woman who goes, you go over to her house and she puts food in your face. She goes, you got to eat something. Right, Rose? Or your style. Or a drink. A drink and a doobie. Very hospitable and caring. All right, the onion I'm going to take off the cutting board. So I can mince the garlic. Got the two different types of bread. You'll be marketable. I was blessed with a naturally big booty. Oh, God bless you, Jaylene, but I'm gonna need some visual evidence. You can't just come in here and say that you got a beautiful, bodacious booty. You want to see it, or I want to see it. And what'd you do for your breasts? Did you just leave them off, or did you get enhanced? Just wondering. Feel free to send me a full body picture. Since you brought it up, that's all. You brought it up, I took the bait. I did. I'm a visual guy. You got a nice face, red hair. Let me see the rest. Let me see the rest of you, Jaylene. Then I'll come visit you. Four cloves of garlic, guys. This is tiny garlic. It's not big cloves. LOL. Haven't decided if I want them tattooed or just leave them blank. You know, I'm very artistic, Jaylene. I can help you decide. You have implants, but no nipples. Okay. Let's I mean, they're your breasts, you do what you want, but I'm very artistic and I come up with great ideas if you want to talk about this. I wouldn't get just plain nipples tattooed. If you're gonna get nipples tattooed or you're gonna get some type of tattoo, let's make them really cool. Not cool like something a kid would do. Something like that. If you want to leave them blank, you can leave them blank too. But you do know, women these days, some of them are getting explanted after a while, especially after a while. Would you get the bags or the saline or the silicone? I mean, what do you need nipples for? Just wear a bikini. If you don't have nipples, and I mean, I know that nipples are for a reason and it feels good when they get touched, but if you don't have them, then what's the point of getting them tattooed? Unless it's for somebody who's gonna look at them, you know, besides you. You get what I'm saying? Like, you don't need to look at nipples, right? But if you wanted to get something tattooed on there, I think it would be cool to, like, put my face or my logo with shark eyes. Oh, you like stars? Silicone and I never heard of that. What do you mean expanders? That's the name? Is that what they're called? So you like stars? Are you in the sisterhood? Because I know that's like a symbol for the sisterhood of Eastern Star. It's upside down. Are you in that like female Mason thing? The sisterhood of the Eastern Stars, or are you just like the 5-pointed star? That would look cool, I think. Would you get them upside down or straight up? Rainbow? Then also, you know, you don't want to get you don't want to get them punctured. When you have an idea already, you don't need my help. I would say not, to be honest. Unless, I mean, it's your choice. I'm not a huge fan of stars, just because I'm not in that organization. And so I feel like I can't use it. Although I did use it on my first walkout attire, because I thought it would give me powers. The 5-pointed star with the circle around it, the actual pentagram. Still got it on the back of my sleeveless gi. All right, so we got some minced garlic. Kevin Williams, Director of Admission at Auguste Escoffier School of Culinary Arts. Ooh. I was thinking about it. I don't know if I have any more money that I can use from the government for schooling. Might have blew that. Whoop. Not that I want to cook vegan food anyway, but it would be maybe a nice certificate to hang on the wall. I don't know. Vegan. And this is like gourmet vegan stuff, you know. Saucier. I could definitely use the work on my knife skills. You know, just to practice. No, I'm just fascinated by them straight up. Yes, J.A. They can make them bigger anytime. Oh, I see. Interesting. What are you making? Looks delicious. We're calling it Dino Pizza. So basically I got this pumpkin seed and chia bread that I cut with a pizza cutter into 15 pieces per tray in the Excalibur here that I'm sending up. And I'm gonna layer either onion or tomato on first, then the other one. And here we got some spicy red cabbage, and underneath was some garlic that I minced. So I'm mixing this together, and I'll use it sparingly or liberally as another topping. Chopped spicy sauerkraut and garlic. Interesting. So what do they do? Pump more saline in? Get them bigger? Sheesh. Maybe you can get a valve. Oh, this is going to be a bad joke. Maybe you can get a valve installed instead of nipples. And we'll put some homemade Brazil nut milk in there. For OnlyFans. What do you think, Jaylene? Let's do OnlyFans together. I'll fill your your expanders with different types of nut milk. We'll do Brazil nut because that's one of the best. You know, you can't just do the regular plain almond milk, so everybody does that. But hemp's a really good one, and macadamia is pretty rich. Brazil nut's probably the best one. You know, overall, it's got the richness and the flavor that's kind of milky. What do you say? So, Justina, I made this video not specifically for you, but I did want you to see it because I'm speaking, or I spoke already, about the optimal time to eat anything, especially fats and proteins that have to be digested, which is at this time between 2 and 3 p.m. And it has to do with the ultradian cycles of the body. And we actually have a high tide. We have a high tide for digestion that peaks. So you have, like, when you wake up, you shouldn't really need to eat anything unless you have low blood sugar. You might need a tea, nice herbal tea. Digestion starts to build up a little bit at noon. 3 p.m. peaks, goes down again about 6 p.m. If you eat after 6 p.m., you're not going to be able to digest it before you go to bed. Kids, you want your stomach to be empty when you sleep. You don't want to be digesting food when you sleep. You don't actually even want food in your body while you're sleeping because it causes pressure on the organs. So ideally, you don't need to eat every day, but we got to work up to it. We got to first clean the menu out. We got to flush the organs. And my menu is a transition menu to do a special type of cleanse, which is a liver flush. What do you guys think first, tomato or onion? Hi from Norway. What's up, Carla? Cool. I love Norway. I mean, I've never been, but my teacher went there, and I saw all the videos, and I want to go. I know they have a beautiful community of like-minded people who are into health, you know, from those videos. You like it? That's where you were born and raised, huh? So, the other thing I'm working on, guys, is taking smaller bites, chewing completely, counting to 3 Mississippi, and then just either talking or deciding if I'm going to take another bite. So I'll do, this is like a 3 bite if I do normal bites, not huge bites. A 3 biter.
And not the money. If you chase money, you're always going to be trying to beg people or get close to people, and you're going to be fake your whole life. You got to train your mind. So I spend at least 30 minutes to an hour every morning minimum. You know, I get the gym. You do a 5-day go.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna go. Can you talk about the ultradian cycle of the liver and gallbladder? How it peaks in the middle of the day between 2 and 3 p.m. and why that happened over eons of our evolution, literally millions of years as our body was evolving to wake up in the morning, go seek food, find food, bring it back to the community, and have a shared meal with the tribe. And also why we should put our main meal at that time. Physically, the science behind it. That's it, right? Is everything good? Yes, sir. The ultradian cycles. One Mississippi. Jaylene, you into it? You can put anything in there. Smoothies. Ooh. What about a nice icy smoothie? That might feel hot, like sexy. The heat, I mean the ice. You know, some people put like ice on their nipples and stuff. You do one better, inside your breast. Wow, we're onto something. Internal BDSM. You are your own master. Except I told you to do it. 50 Shades of Lukey. The ultradian cycles of the liver and gallbladder relate to their roles in digestion, energy metabolism, and detoxification, which peak at certain times due to our evolutionary patterns and circadian biology. Here's the breakdown. Why their activity peaks in the early afternoon and why this is an optimal time for the main meal. Ultradian cycle of the liver and gallbladder. Your surgeon. Come on, Jaylene, work with me here. I'm trying to change the course of history. This is revolutionary. Liver's role. The liver metabolizes nutrients, stores energy as glycogen, detoxifies the blood, and produces bile for digestion. The gallbladder's role stores and releases bile, which is essential for digestion. Both organs are governed by ultradian rhythms that align with circadian cycles to optimize their function at specific times of day. You thought about putting booze in it? Could be profitable. Sounds like it would be unique. Both organs are governed. Oh, we went over that. Peak activity between 2 and 3 p.m. Here we go. According to traditional Chinese medicine, TCM, and modern chronobiology, the liver and gallbladder work most efficiently during the early afternoon, coinciding with heightened digestive capacity. This period aligns with the body's post-lunch energy boost when blood flow to the digestive system increases to handle nutrient absorption and energy storage. Evolutionary perspective. Over millions of years, humans evolved behaviors and physiological rhythms to match environmental patterns. Morning activity. Early humans woke up with the sun and spent the morning seeking and preparing food, requiring the body to conserve and mobilize energy during this time. Midday meal. After securing food, they gathered in the afternoon to share meals at a time when the digestive system, including the liver and gallbladder, was primed for optimal function. You gotta have a good New Year's Eve. That's tomorrow, right? Monday the 30th. Tomorrow is the 31st. Okay. Got me scared there for a second. Happy New Year's, Jaylene. That's my salute to you. Double salute. What do you think? Double salute. To the breasts that feed America with Brazil nut milk. Smoothies. Oh my God. What the hell's wrong with me? Evening rest. By the evening, digestion slows as the body prepares for rest, conserving energy and focusing on repair. I'm going to probably do like a broth soup. Get into that. The science of midday meals. Here we go. Compliments to the chef. I'm sorry, Rick. I wish I could be in a good mood all the time. I'm trying. I think if I follow through with my healing protocol, I could do it. And I think it already is improving. Digestive enzymes is the science of midday meals, okay? Enzyme production and bile release peak midday, improving digestion and nutrient absorption. Energy storage. The liver efficiently converts glucose to glycogen at this time, ensuring a steady energy supply for the rest of the day. Hormonal regulation. Insulin sensitivity is highest earlier in the day, meaning the body processes carbohydrates more effectively, reducing fat storage. Afternoon eating aligns with natural cortisol rhythms, which drop after their morning peak, minimizing stress on the digestive system. All right. Why your main meal should be at midday. Yeah, I feel bad, Rick. I do. I don't want to be like that to people. Rude, obnoxious. Guys is looking for help. And I kicked him out. Not good. Not a good look. Even for YouTube. Especially not for somebody who claims to be a health coach. Why your main meal should be at midday. Improved digestion. Eating when the liver and gallbladder are most active ensures efficient breakdown of food. Energy alignment. A large midday meal fuels the afternoon and early evening when physical and mental activity typically peaks. Reduced evening stress. By consuming fewer calories at night, the digestive system can rest, aligning with the body's natural wind-down period. Blood sugar control. Eating earlier supports healthy glucose metabolism, reducing risks of insulin resistance and related conditions. It's pretty good, Justine. You ever make homemade sauerkraut? I got some the green sauerkraut over here. It's not spicy. Really good. But this has habanero. Practical takeaway. Aligning your largest meal with your body's natural rhythms. I forgot to count to 3, Mississippi. Between 2 and 3 p.m. enhances digestion, energy utilization, and overall health. It's actually 12 and 3 p.m. according to this. This practice isn't just evolutionary. It's backed by modern science through studies on metabolism, circadian biology, and energy regulation. Look at that. Incredible. More things. Be right back. Yeah, incredible. You said you got the recipe book? Old version. 2002. By Annie Padden Jubb and David Jubb, PhD. Annie Jubb. Ooh, let's read. Born and raised in the San Juan Islands of Washington State, she moved on to New York City in her late teens to study and teach intrinsic properties of health. She has owned and managed raw organic vegan restaurants in San Francisco and Hawaii, and has just opened a new store, Jubb's Longevity, in New York City. Wow. In the East Village. She plans to open her second store in Los Angeles, Longevity LA, in 2002. She did do that, but she didn't do it with David. You sent it to my email. Okay, no, that's different. This is the Life Food Recipe Book. This is actually by Annie and David. The one I sent you, the ebook, was by their first chef, John. It's still really great. But this is more like the original. And then that was like the commercial recipes. Like if you want a ketchup that tastes exactly like ketchup, go to that book. If you want a recipe like I'm going to show you now, you get it here. Are exercising the tomatoes. What? I cut them really thin. Is that what you mean? David Jubb, PhD. Born and raised on a remote island in Tasmania, Australia, he journeyed to the U.S. to study and receive his doctorate at New York University, stopping for 2 years to trek the entire length of Africa on a motorcycle. An exercise and behavior physiologist, he has devoted the latter part of his career to the anatomy of health. His health readings are sought out the world over, as they are known for their accuracy in pinpointing the origin of a symptom and how to heal it naturally. Annie and David have authored 9 books together, including Colloidal Biology, Secrets to an Alkaline Body, Shamanism, The Path of Formlessness, and Cell Rejuvenation, along with 5 training manuals for whole brain functioning, an adventure-based learning program taught at retreats and lectures throughout the 1980s and 90s. They have a weekly TV show in Manhattan, Jubb's Life Food Nutritional Fasting, Outpatient clinic, which is the restaurant where I learned, established in 1990, continues to help many thousands each year to safely detoxify, tissue cleanse, and restore good health to the body. They maintain private practice in NYC and LA. Chubb's Longevity, a retail store for the fasting clinic with a life food bar and gourmet patisserie. When in New York, stop in to pick up everything you need to equip your life food kitchen, purify your tap water to drink and bathe in, stock up on living whole food vitamins, superfoods, life food treats, and all Chubb recommended products. Call for a catalog. Cool. I never read that before. Thank you to our auspicious teachers and exceptional students. This work arose literally overnight out of a collective need for our time to remember nature in our food choices. Okay. There's a recipe in here called Rejuvelac. Dill sauerkraut. Ooh, cabbage salad. Ooh, I'm just reading the cabbage stuff. Dressing, sauce, and marinade. Dehydrated dishes. Fruit meals and dessert. Sample menus. Here we go. Rejuvelac. Kombucha. 133 pages of recipes. That's a lot. Prune juice, warm ginger tea, fresh ginger tea, pycnogenol wine, Brazil nut milk. Oh my God. All right, page 115. Big book. Hey bro, you've changed your channel name. Thanks for noticing. Trying to encompass more of what I do, not just the martial arts. Here we go. Friendly Ferments. Oh, do you hear that cracked spine? This is a fresh book. Holy crap. Should put it in plastic. Freaking onions. Oh, this isn't what I thought it was. All right, we got something else. Thank you, Interstellar. Cabbage lemon elixir. Fill blender 1/3 with cabbage. Add half the lemons and water. Pulse, don't liquefy. Transfer to a glass gallon jar. Repeat the process. Fill it almost full and put it in a warm place for 24 to 36 hours, depending on the temperature. More heat is less time. Strain and drink. Store in the fridge, makes one batch. Secret teaching. Ferments like this recipe are good for healing skin, lungs, and digestive tract. Important in recolonizing the colon with proper bacteria, bifidobacterium, that live in the large intestine. Ferments create the right pH in the colon. See more on pH balance in the back of the book. These onions are not getting chewed up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't bite through them. So I think I have to put them on either side of the pizza. Or cut them smaller. I'll bring this. A lovely table A lovely table includes complementary colors to stimulate the eye as well as the appetite. For example, if my table had only two colors, say green and brown, I would slice a plate of tomato, add basil and Celtic sea salt. And perhaps finally shred some butternut squash and sweeten it with apple juice and a few raisins, thus adding the colors red and orange to the spread. This elegant maneuver would probably cost under $2 and would activate the salivary glands of everyone present. All right, so we're gonna put tomato first. We're still gonna do the onions, but we're gonna put the onions sideways like this. This way I don't have to bite through them, or try to. For many newcomers, the challenge is to present a balance of flavors that combine well and are easy to digest. Always taste the produce before preparation, as you'll find that fresh seasonal fruits and vegetables will hardly need any seasoning at all. Whereas out of season or hothouse grown produce may require a sauce or dressing to enhance its features. It's a good idea to eat with chopsticks whenever possible, as this slows down the speed of shoveling and invites the eater to chew the food more thoroughly to a liquid. I love chopsticks. Hello, Darian. Happy New Year's to you, my friend. And back at you, all those well wishes. How you feeling, by the way? You were sick last week? You okay? It happens this time of year, right? I'm getting over something called refeeding syndrome, where I did an extended fast and I ate too much too quick, so like my nose is running. But I'm catching up. You know, you just gotta keep cleansing. And when I say cleansing, Darian, I mean keep pooping. Eat fresh fruits and vegetables. Keep pushing that stuff through. Coconut orgasm soup. I don't know what your name is. All I see is symbols. But I try to make my recipes small ingredients. So this bread, dehydrated bread, it was pumpkin seeds, chia seeds, Celtic sea salt, and parsley and cilantro. And that's literally it. I might have had some, no, didn't have any sea moss. So that's it. Pumpkin seed and chia mostly. Also another way of detoxing. Detoxing is done through the digestive system. There's only one way of detoxing. Effectively. You gotta poop the toxins out. You can't breathe them off. You can't pee them out. Sweat? Nah. Sweat's stimulating. It's detoxifying. But it's not going to detox you like your digestive system does. It's different. It's a different system. It's important though. Sweating's important, yeah. 100%. Equally as important as nutrition is fitness. And you can put socialization in with both of them over the top. It's actually more important to be emotionally content than physically fit
or have a healthy menu. It's like when they measure the nutrients of the food that somebody made with care and love, and it's more nutritious through their energy. Herbs are the highest vibe plants around. They seem to possess an inherent wisdom that is only like unto itself. Herbs are an important component of the life food menu. They're most often wildcrafted, picked as they grow in the wild, and as such they have had to fight off mold, fungus, bacteria, parasites, and vermin to survive. And as thus, they possess a much higher life force frequency and have much more minerals and a broad range of trace elements and vitamins that are unusual in their high levels and bioavailability. Longevity tonic, which is ginseng, dong quai, ginkgo, gotu kola, and fo tea. Antifungal treatment, wow. Great for athlete's foot. Okay. Ringworm. Eliminate starches. Topical. Menstrual sponge, natural menstrual sponge. Antiperspirant and breast health. Secret Dakini After Bath Body Oil. Sexuality. I would put that under relationships, Sammy. I know you're an ejaculator, but you can love your wife without having to get your nut off. That's a drug. But the relationship that you have, that's real. Happy New Year, brother. Sir Doyle, should I answer? I have to, right? You probably saw me streaming.
What's up? What's me?
Let's see the top. You want to hear the topical antifungal treatment? I still don't know your name. All I see is symbols in a different language. Palo d'Arco, Chaparral, Golden Seal, DMSO, Vitamin E oil, tea tree oil. That's the internal.
Okay.
You blast off once every 8 days? That's too much. What do you want, Sir Doyle?
I'm willing to try to find all that stuff out for myself, but I need a lot of help with computers. I don't really know much about this stuff. I'm asking you if you could at least teach me how to do some of this stuff. I'll listen to you.
I don't think so. I don't think so, Sir Doyle. Hold on a second. What is the ratio of ejaculation to age that Mantak Chia... Be quiet! Be quiet! He ruined my recording. What is the ratio of time to ejaculation that Mantak Chia would recommend? There's a ratio where it's your age divided by 2 plus 2 weeks or something. Like after a certain age, you should only ejaculate once a season or something. Do you know anything about that? Mantak Chia. MANTAKCHIA. I think you can only bust once a month, Sammy. You gotta cut that back. You can still have sex. You just gotta develop that muscle. The PC muscle. Mantak Chia, a Taoist master and author of works on sexual energy. He wrote like 90 books. Yeah, he's Asian. He's Chinese. Recommends, he's a Taoist master and author of works on sexual energy cultivation. Recommends ejaculation frequency guidelines based on age and the principles of conserving sexual energy to maintain vitality and health. His philosophy is rooted in ancient Taoist teachings that link frequent ejaculation to a depletion of Jing, or life essence, and suggests that conserving this energy can enhance longevity, mental clarity, and physical vitality. Mantak Chia's formula for ejaculation frequency. Here you go. Textbook example of autism? Me? Why? Because I yelled at him? Yeah, I got triggered. It's overwhelmed, right? I get overwhelmed and triggered. I would say I'm on the spectrum. They didn't really classify it back when I was a kid, but I had attention. What was I looking up? Oh, this. Okay, age 20. Trigger fingers on deck. Age 20. Ejaculation every 4 days. Did he hang up? Maybe. Either that or this hung up on him. Damn, I thought it was less frequently than that. We got age 20 every 4 days. Let me finish. Age 30 every 8 days. You turned 40. Hey, happy birthday to Sammy. 49, okay. Age 40, ejaculation every 10 days. Age 50, ejaculation every 20 days, Sammy. Give yourself the gift of more life force, Sammy. Ejaculation every 20 days. And when you turn 60, every 30 days plus or even less frequently. And you can still have sex, Sammy. He's got to develop that muscle to be able to hold it in. I guarantee you to have a better relationship with your wife. Texas Tappa. Would you just come in here to cheer everybody up? Cool. Cool story. That's it. There's more, but it just talks about conserving the energy, can be transformed into spiritual energy, which means you'll have a better connection with your wife. Montauk Chia emphasizes moderation, advocating for a balance between conserving energy and maintaining a healthy, pleasurable sex life. That's what I'm telling you. You can still have sex, but just don't ejaculate. Older men can preserve their energy levels, better immune function, and stronger mental focus. While Montauk Chia's teachings are rooted in Taoist philosophy, modern science also supports the idea that excessive ejaculation might temporarily lower energy and testosterone levels. though evidence on long-term effects is limited. Practicing moderation and tuning into your body's energy levels can lead to a healthier, more balanced sex life. All right. The topic of conversation always steers that way, huh? Boyfriend or husband? Nah. I'm single. And hetero. Haha, telling a guy to have sex and not come. Only had one man like that who would hold. Very rare to find men that practice that. Yes, it is very rare. You won't miss it. I never had any complaints about that. And I'm just giving my, my opinion. You can do that, Rose. But it's different for women. You actually want more. The more the merrier for you. Lucky. All the ingredients you're eating now, I like, especially onion. Ooh, I love onion. Do we want to know anything more about this? Look how pretty. Look how beautiful they are. There's supposed to be something in the back about the cabbage elixir. What is this? Oh, cabbage lemon oil. I did that already. Lotion, potions, tinctures. Ginger steam facial. What? Who wants a ginger steam facial? I think Rose wants a facial. Secret Bikini After Bath Body Oil. 3 tablespoons of DMSO at 99.9% purity. 1 cup almond oil or other pure, slow, cold-pressed organic oil. 3/4 cup castor oil. 20 drops high-quality amber vitamin E oil. 5 drops each lavender and rose essential oil or favorite essential oil. Their energy is so fascinating and beneficial. Whose energy? The onions? Or the recipes? Oh, David Nanning. Amazing, amazing people. Silly, that's me. By resting the digestive system of the body, one can attain purity of the body, speech, and mind. You are really close to running out of data. Oh well. I'm not paying for more data, you bastard. What do I need data for? Who texted me? Sorry, my phone is texting by itself again. Okay. Ginger facial treatment. We overwork the digestion most often. Rarely do I truly see a healthy person. When I'm bored in public, I play spot the healthy person game. Most everyone's digestively exhausted. This is the cause of all disease. By resting the digestive tract and by eliminating stones in the bile bladder and liver, thereby relieving the pressure on the interior of the abdominal cavity, true health can be obtained. A system that has no septic or garbage disposal is a sick unit indeed. This is the root of all illness. And because we clean the liver, we clean all the other organs. And that's what sets us apart from all the other cleansing, the juice fasting and all that stuff. Because we actually flush the liver. And that's done on the weekend when you have time. almost fell over. The downside to juicing. Why don't we do juice fasting? It masticates the cell wall of the whole food. Blending is preferable as all the fiber and goodness of the food is still there. Juicing removes the fiber and can create an unnatural access to fast-moving sugar. We love to have blended meals, fast 1 or 2 days a week, and do a number of 14-day fasts, often fasting on apple juice and beef. All right. He changed the program to be a little more mainstream, so he actually doesn't recommend people do strict fasting like I do anymore, or if they do it way down the line after having flushed the liver and the gallbladder out completely, which can take a bit of time because it doesn't all come out in one flush. It's like a sponge. You wring it out, it soaks back up, you wring it out again, and you just keep flushing it all out. It's common at our training for a person to have a large bowel movement on the 3rd day of the fast and feel great relief. This is largely due to low counts of friendly bacteria and a sluggish intestinal tract. It's beneficial to rejuvenate the body periodically through cleansing. Many symptoms and conditions improve, clear up, or go into remission through fasting. Many times we've witnessed tumors shrink and disappear. I don't know if I could say this on YouTube. Through life food nutritional fasting. Wow. Removing starch from the diet is essential for healing chronic illness. Starch. Wow. Jub's 14-day life food nutritional fast. 5 things to avoid. Solid food. Have blended raw food and fluids. All right, so I'm kind of doing a version of it. Even though the bread is solid, it's been blended. But then I'm also having some vegetables that aren't blended. So you don't have to be perfect. But certain things you do have to stay away from, like starch. Starch is grain, carrot, corn, dates, beets, potatoes, pineapples, and all the rest of the hybrids like the seedless fruits. Yeah, because it's not a natural food, if you look those up. Flesh food, which is meat, dairy, and eggs, and that includes fish. Cooked food, because we want to keep the enzyme activity. And breakfast. So don't break your fast, meaning you have tea in the morning until, as long as you can, put it off. Tumor shrinks, right? Panda, don't you have to dose yourself every 3 days? You can't do fasting, man. You got to get off the drugs first, bro. You have to cleanse. Don't do fasting if you're on drugs. Do cleansing. You got to poop the toxins out. You got to flush your liver because it's overburdened by all those chemicals. If you just stop eating, you're not going to poop. You're so constipated from the drugs. You have to keep pushing it out. On this program, which as we just learned, helps people get rid of tumors and all other diseases, If you're on death's door, right, you're going to do whatever it takes to heal. You're avoiding solid food, starch, flesh, dairy, eggs, cooked food, and breakfast. I thought you were on benzos, Panda. My bad. I thought you told me you were addicted to benzos. Skin condition, too easy. Too easy, bro. You can put castor oil on it. You can put castor oil on eczema, it'll go away. Literally nothing else. But yeah, you don't have the proper intestinal flora, the healthy bacteria that's supposed to manufacture the fats that keep the skin. You have to have healthy intestinal flora, and it manufactures the fats that go to your skin. And if I look at your eczema, I can tell which organ needs to be cleansed the most based on where the eczema is. Black seed oil? No, I didn't say black seed oil. I said castor oil. I didn't say black seed oil. I can't vouch for that. I did hear good things about it, but castor oil. And then you also should stay away from the things that cause dry skin, which is all the things that you shouldn't be eating anyway. The skin is the largest organ of the body. And if your digestive system isn't working as well as what it can, in order to protect itself and the internal organs, the body will push those metabolic wastes out any way it can to survive. And that includes to the skin. And so the dry skin that you have, we can look at where it is on the body, and that's the organ. Just like iridology, if you ever heard of iridology, they look at your eyes and they could see everything. What's the name of the book? This is the Life Food Recipe book. No problem, bro. I'm sorry if I come off like an asshole sometimes. My dad was military and I got into fighting. So, everything is a battle for me. Sir Doyle comes to me for help and I just beat him down verbally, So if I come off as critical, guys, I'm not trying to. We'll finish with this. Starting and breaking the cleanse. Being kind with yourself is understanding that you and you alone are responsible for using the information to educate yourself and take care of your health. Understand that nature is inside you healing. Nature is the healer within. This means using personal discretion during the cleanse to manage your cleansing. It's better to be cautious and have a motto of less is more. Begin and end cleansing with a bulking meal. To start and break your cleanse, your final meal should be a large, bulky salad or steamed vegetables with live food sauce. It should be eaten until you're 3/4 full. The last and first solid food should be thought of as soluble and insoluble fiber. If cooked, it is only mildly nutritive yet a good broom for beginning the cleanse. These 2 meals are the broom that sweeps the intestine before and after you cleanse. It's good to begin and end with a bulking broom-like meal. Some people do well with fruit, but for the average American, it's recommended steamed vegetables with a live fruit sauce. And be kind. Stimulate 3 or 4 bowel movements a day. Wow, who's pooping 3 or 4 times a day? The black seed oil needs to be taken internally, okay? You don't seem to eat much, except for the tomatoes, of course. Are you not a frugivore? The only thing on this plate that's not a fruit is technically the onion and the cabbage. But this is made out of pumpkin seeds and chia seeds. Both of those are fruits. They're seeds of a fruit. Botanically, we're talking about a botanical fruit. Avatar. A botanical fruit is anything that has a flower. So, I don't know, cabbage might even be a fruit. I know it's in a special class, but you knew that tomato was a fruit, so you should know that most all things that people eat are fruits. Zucchinis, cauliflower. I am a frugivore. Compression socks and physical therapy. Well, you have a fucked up foot, so I think any exercise you can do is going to be good for it, to stimulate the circulation. And the compression sock is probably going to be helpful in the moment, just to take a little bit of edge off. It'd be like wearing a knee brace. It's not going to fix the knee, but you might need it for a little while just to get around. I don't know what's going on with that, but I know you're having some pain. So the compression sock might be helpful where you're at, you know? I would say that probably more circulation is better in general. And you want to do the hot-cold therapy. The hot expands, the cold compresses. So you're doing like this, and you're circulating the blood. The reason why I would say don't use the black seed oil is because you want to rub the area towards the heart. You want to literally take the castor oil, say it's your arm that's dry. You want to take the castor oil and you want to rub like this towards your heart. And you rub it for 20 minutes. And it goes into the skin. You start with a teaspoon. 1 for you, 1 for the area, and 1 to work with. So it's actually 3 teaspoons, depending on how big it is. Maybe you don't need that much. And you rub it. It's going to take 10, 20 minutes to go all the way in. It's going to feel like, oh, why can't I use a towel? You rub it. You rub it. You keep rubbing it. This is a medicine. All right? This is you taking care of yourself. And it will eventually dry up because it goes into the body. Compression socks. Yeah, so just wear it for the PT. And, yeah, the icing will take away the pain, but just keep in mind also that the pain is there for a reason. So you don't want to ignore it and think it's going to heal on its own. That pain is actually bringing your attention to the injury so that it can heal. Tylenol, aspirin? Hell no. Castor packs, here we go. Stubborn stones, outlining the flushes, accelerate your program, books and tapes, how to do an enema, 100-day parasite flush, whoa. 1 level teaspoon 2 times daily. Take for 100 days
to eliminate a broad range of parasites, worms, and their eggs. Black walnut, wormwood, clove, quassia, and male fern. Wow. Enzymes in spirulina. Dissolve body sludge. Become faster, stronger. Wow, this has more information than the one I have. Dog food and cat food. Oh, man. Clean water to drink and bathe in. That's important. You know what a pain specialist is. So that's about it, guys. I'm gonna talk with Justine about our plans together. What we're gonna do. I'm thinking maybe we do a New Year's Day stream and talk about the plan. But we'll set it up beforehand. Yeah, that's basically what pain specialist means, bro. That means they got the authority to write you up for heroin. You know, the perp, the lean. Ask Londos about lean. And oxy.
I think it's time for you to start to seriously consider salads.
What do you mean?
What do I mean? I mean, get off my car before you flip it over, you fat fuck.
Damn.
I think it's time for you to start to seriously consider salads.
Other than that, I'll probably try to catch the last little bit of sunlight. Londos's situation is nuanced, and there's other players, powerful players involved. So I'm not going to say anything about any high-ranking Masons that may also be able to get you anything you want. I'm not going to say anything about that. I'm not going to blow up anybody's spot. How come I don't see you eat much lettuce? Well, today I was going for a pizza kind of recipe. I got, as far as like a leaf goes, in this bread there's parsley and cilantro blended in there. Here you got the sauerkraut. That's a leaf. This is a red leaf. As far as lettuce goes, maybe I would put it on if I was making a sandwich. But, you know, it's not really a food. We're not herbivores, so we don't get nutrition from leaves. What we use leaves for in our recipes is more for cleansing, because they eco-sterilize the intestinal tract. Our intestines aren't long enough to fully digest them, so we don't really get nutrition from leaves. But it's like a cleaning it does cleaning by washing. So it's good to use, in herbs especially. But I would use lettuce in a sandwich, and I do use arugula in my salads. When am I leaving? I'm going to talk to Justine about it. I'm thinking the end of the weekend or early next week, because I'm going to the Bronx first to deliver these buckwheat sprouts. And I still got to confirm with Justine. I'm not just going to show up on her doorstep. I want to make sure she's into it. And yeah, I still got to pack. You know about that. The more I watch, the yummier your food looks. Okay. Well, yeah, it's understandable. I'm a fan of food. I used to binge eat after my fights, and that came from growing up on cereal and pizza, and all those sugary foods and stuff. So, I can appreciate a good meal. And, it's pretty good. I like what I like, so I made it custom for myself. But, yeah, it's not hard. I do want to get together with Justine and show her how to really use a dehydrator, and we'll make some good stuff. Weren't you a chef at one time? That book that I just read by Annie and David Jubb spoke it in the beginning about their restaurant, Jubb's Longevity. I got there in 2006, and I was there until 2010 when Dr. Jubb left the United States. He went back to Australia, and then instead of coming back to the United States, he went to Norway and Morocco. He's back to the United States now, but he was gone for years. I actually inherited everything that was left in the store, which wasn't a lot because, the vultures came, picked it dry pretty much. But in its heyday, it was packed all day long. We made Brazil nut milk multiple times fresh during the day. Ice creams, seed and nut cheeses, pizzas bigger and better than this, cheesecakes, burgers, anything that you could name, they had there, and it was top. Like New York City gourmet cuisine, the best. And that's where I volunteered, and I worked there for 5 years. And when I say I worked there from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. Then I would go to the gym. So basically full time, not getting paid. I just worked there to learn. When are you planning to go up to Maine and visit Justina? Yeah, we're gonna talk. Me and Justina are gonna talk about it. I'm thinking maybe this weekend or early next week because I have to go to the Bronx first. So. I packed that. This. 2 outfits. Gonna get a third one. 1 or 2 workout outfits. Gouache tools for rejuvenating facials and body treatments. This thing's full. This is not full, but it's pretty full. This is good for all over your body. I put it directly on my eyeballs,
and it did not burn. It's so thick. It's like a heavy whipped cream. See it? So good. The dehydrator I want to ship out early, so I don't have to carry it. Justine says she has a blender. And that's pretty much it. My laptop. And then I just gotta make my house, my apartment, you know, presentable for my dad, because he wants me to take the mirror down, the big mirror. They have that same casserole on Amazon. That's where I got it. I shopped for price. So I got this because it was the cheapest huge thing. I got this first because it had a squirting sprout. You could just squirt it in your hand. Too easy. You know, some people are like super strict. They want it only in glass. They want organic. You know, they want the black Jamaican version. But I'm not that picky with my castor oil. But I am picky about certain things. You think Justine will disappear on you? Aw. Well, you can't predict the future, and everything happens for a reason. You know, whatever is meant to be will be. The future is not ours to see. But I do believe that everything happens for a reason, and she seems like she's a superstar. I'm the one holding things up. On that note, you can't spell strong without Ron. Nice. Why does Dr. Jubb not like social media? It's not that he doesn't like it. I think he stays away from the electronics as much as he can because of the radiation. That's a thing. That's a real thing. Very real. Causes cancer. And also, he's older than Sir Doyle, so I don't think he would be able to learn, like, you know, he used to have Facebook, but what is he gonna do? Run an ads campaign on Facebook Marketplace or some shit? He likes being out in nature. He's a real shaman. He goes out into the wilderness. Sources these powerful herbs and plants and makes medicine. One of these is for you, Justine. I think he's got that handled. He's got somebody else doing that for him. He just doesn't want me to embarrass him. That's why he spends so much time trying to talk to me. Yeah, I'm going to try to do that. I'm not sure what it is, what it does, though. Maybe you could look that up. Antinioceptive. I got 2 of them. We could do it together and see what they do. What's the ingredients? Electric device affecting salivary gland. Oh boy, don't get me started. The juggernaut. And I got this one too. That's why I'm so fucking jacked. So yeah, I'm gonna head out and get a little sunlight as I can. I said to myself, try not to eat all of the bread and save some for tomorrow. I am gonna start fasting again, regardless of what everybody thinks I should do. I know that I didn't get everything out. I didn't rest enough. That's my main problem with this last cleanse that I did, this last like strict fast. I didn't rest enough. Yeah, I had to walk around. I had to go places. I wasn't able to just like chill out. It was hard for me to move. When you do over 2 weeks, you're supposed to be under medical supervision. You're supposed to be like in a bed, go get sunlight, and then go back to bed. You're not supposed to have a regular life when you do extended fasting over 2 weeks. I'm not giving up though. Chew completely. One Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi. Somebody said eyebrows on fleek. Yeah, I did. I did my eyebrows. Next, I'm gonna shave. Did my nose too, and then I'm gonna do a haircut. You're camping on an island tomorrow? Wow. You're in Florida, right? Is that what 49-year-olds do for their birthday? Get away from everyone? I don't know what your name is. What can I call you? Not you, Justin. I know who you are. And not Sammy. I know who you are. And not Panda. I know who you are too. Antonioception refers to the inhibition of the detection of painful stimulus by pain neurons. Okay. Wow. So it's like a pain relieving thing. Interesting. Maybe anti-inflammatory. Okay. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi. I'll try to remember those symbols for next time. Sedega 19. Cool icon. What is that? French snow tree. You're from France, and happy holidays. Back at you. No, wait, that's not France. France just goes this way. What flag is that? Russia? Is that the Russian flag? Mm. One Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi. This will be my last bites here. Neoplasm, yeah. Another word for cancer. Yep. Because, you know, we're supposed to be flowing in energy, but when things get congealed, solidified, it's like a plasm, it's getting solidified. Eventually, it gets so hard and it turns to the other side. The body has to wall it off to protect itself. Let me get off though before I say something that YouTube bans me for. Can't talk about cancer. New Year's alone on an island with your family. Sounds great, Sammy. I hope you have a great one. So basically that packet is for somebody doing natural healing for cancer, pain, and stress. Amazing. Amazing. Thank you so much, Dr. Judd, for your teaching, for your advice, even though I'm a dumbass and don't always take it. Imagine having Einstein's cell phone number when you just go around doing your own thing. It's like, don't ask Einstein. Fucking Lukey. And thank you guys for watching, for your input, for your questions, for being here on the channel, joining me for my meal. And like I said in the beginning, feel free to hit me up with any other questions. I'm going. Okay. You too. Bye, everyone. Rose, text me. Justine, I'll talk to you. Sammy? Happy birthday to you.